because this is another thing that's talked about. Follow the science, whatever they say we need to do.
I like the slide with the polar bear there.
Yeah.
Oh no, the polar bears are going to disappear.
Yeah. And then you find out that polar bears actually like sitting on these little pieces of ice. It's a preference for them, but it grabs your heart like, oh, they're going to die if we don't do something soon. The visuals are very powerful. So this is related to the Great Reset, Green New Deal, environmentalism. So talk very briefly about the Green New Deal. The government should prohibit use of fossil fuels and switch through mandates, that's by forcing, to the use of 100% renewable energy. Well, today in the U.S., about 80% of our energy comes from the fossil fuels, which is the coal, oil, and natural gas. Only about 3.5 or so, maybe a little bit more now, comes from solar and wind. What's the problem with solar and wind? Well, it only works when the wind's blowing and the sun's shining, so it's very limited to begin with. It's unreliable. And you may remember not too long ago, in Texas, there was a big problem when their little windmills froze and they lost power. It was almost extremely disastrous because of what was going on there, because again, these things are not reliable. So again, switching to them doesn't make that much sense at this point. Plus, we're close to being maxed out in the efficiency of converting solar to energy and wind to energy because of something we like to call physics. We're pretty close to those maximums, so we're not going to see great increases in these technologies. And you need to store the energy in batteries to use it. Well, Tesla has built the world's largest battery factory. It would take Tesla 500 years to build enough batteries to power the U.S. for 1 day. It's just not feasible to be going that route. And then to make the batteries and the solar panels and the windmills, these are non-renewable sources. You got to do a lot more mining to make these things. And then when you're done with them, because they're non-renewable, they get thrown on the landfills. And then you have to burn a lot more fossil fuels to run the factories to make those things. But again, people just aren't thinking.
Yeah, you don't want to go there. You just want to like the fact that, oh, look, I'm just plugging my car in and it magically has power now.
It sounds simple unless you're thinking through, So should we get rid of solar and wind? No, we don't need to get rid of them. We just shouldn't try to switch over them until it's capable of replacing our current needs, which is a far cry from that right now.